Hello! It's winter time and the best time to renew your car. So, today we have a few pieces. This one is so big, it doesn't fit in the frame. So I'm going to unwrap it and get back to you when it's unwrapped. So 1, 2, 3. Didn't work. 10 minutes later, after unwrapping it, we got the product. This is one of my top 5 products which I have been searching for. The center consoles are badly damaged due to sun, wear, scratches, cracks and stuff. So Octo did a great job. It's a 2-piece set. The ashtray cover, one, and the console itself. It is available in various configuration. This one is set to my configuration. The woodwork is supreme. It's really nice, and as well the backside. So what's important in this case is if you are trying or would you like to replace your console, and if you order it from Octo, be sure that you're aware it comes without the holders for the buttons. Octo has them in their offer, and this is the next package I will be opening now. So one more time. From my point, great. So now let's open the complementary products. This one's going to be a bit more easier and faster. So as mentioned, if you are trying to restore or replace your console, you have to get the complementary button holders. So, 2, and the final 3rd piece. Let's put this away. So what I did is, in general, these are stapled to the console itself. So Mercedes had some kind of strange length of the staples. I marked it just for information purpose, how the staples are done, but I'm going to try only with super glue. I'm going to use this one, super glue ultra fast contact. So I'll be doing this without stapling it, just for the reason that I will not damage the wooden console itself. So I had luck when doing the console and the button holders for the W140 class, but it's a close call, so it's up to you. We don't want to damage a new console in any case, but it's a personal decision. This time I'm going to go with fast super contact glue. When doing consoles and stuff, I like to protect the item itself, so I'll be putting the bubble wrap, and we will be putting the console itself here. So as I mentioned, if you order the console, it's a 2-piece set. So it's the console itself and the ashtray cover. It does not come with the holders for the buttons. So these two go here, and the third one goes above. So let's fit them in and check how it will go. So we have, as mentioned, one for each side, and the installation goes like this. So you have a small groove here where you go in, and then you have to align the holes. So I don't know if it's smarter to put the buttons in so you get a fixed position, or if you align it with the hole as it should be, but then we're risking that it might not be aligned with the buttons themselves. So it's up to you. I am going to risk it, and I will glue it without the buttons, both sides, so left and the right side, and I think they're the same, so it doesn't matter which one goes where. So the most important stuff is you put this one in the groove and then inside and align the holes perfectly. Be careful, this is holding the console to the chassis or to the central plastic, just, you know, to avoid any mishaps later on. As mentioned, the X's are marking where the staples are going in. I did not decide yet. I think I will just glue them first. I'm risking it here because if I will remove the console later on, this might stay stuck in the plastic of the center console. So I will really have to think about it, really to see if I can reinforce it with something else. But you know, since this is the first time I'm doing this one from the Octo, I did a lot of them, I would just like to see how they will react with the installation and de-installation itself. So if we can imagine, it's a kind of stress test. And now we will move to the third and final part of this one. So let's turn around the console. So this one's practically a no-brainer because there's only one way it goes in. These holes were initially meant that you screw the console in to the wood. But as I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to super glue it at this time. And then later on, if I will need to do some modifications, I will hopefully get it out. So basically, it goes in like this. I did not mark the staples here intentionally because it's brittle material, so you don't have a lot of meat here. This one is really not so wide, so if you have existing screws, of course check the length, so from here to here, so that we don't destroy the console itself. And one more important thing is, in the delivery of this, you do not have the ashtray assembly, so you will have to use your existing one, which is mounted then on this part. But I will be mounting that afterwards because it's still in my car. And from that point we will jump forward to the deinstallation of the old one and the installation of the new one. It's not a big deal, but let's go slow. So just to clarify, this is included in the package, but this, so the mechanism is not. You have to take this out of your existing console and replace the front part by unscrewing 6, so 3 up and 3 down screws. Afterwards, gently, afterwards we put this one in here. Oh, sorry. Should align nicely, hopefully. And you should screw it in with 2 screws here, 2 screws here. But I'll not be doing this now because firstly we have to exchange the front part. I'm exchanging it because mine was hydro dipped and it's not original anymore, so I really don't like it. So, exchanging this part. As mentioned before, we have 6 screws, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. So let's remove them and see how to install the new one. Okay, it's successfully removed. So as I mentioned, this one had 6 screws in with 6 holes and some signature from the factory, I suppose. And again, this one's up to you. So either you make the holes for the screws or you glue it on here. So gluing it means Okay, we will have a bit of extra stuff between it, so it might not be 1-1. Screwing in the screws are okay. Maybe if you can mark the holes from the side when you align it with something, then drill a small hole so the drill can enter inside, I mean the screw, and afterwards tighten it. So I don't know yet what I'm doing here. I'll have to think about it, but general idea is to remove the old one, install the new one. And as mentioned, this mechanism is not supplied by Octo, so you have to use your old one, existing one. Okay, so we're at the deinstallation of the existing console. Few steps. Of course, first put your car into neutral. Be careful, activate the handbrake so you don't roll off. And then we have a few steps. So first of all, you have to open this one, remove your glasses. You have one screw here which should be black. Mine is not black because I lost it, obviously. Step 2 is removing the radio with the special tool. So you go in on each side with the tool. This is a radio removal tool. So you loosen the clips which are holding the radio on the left and the right side. Afterwards, you remove the radio out. You push the climate control. And of course, we need to remember to remove the trim, which if you have some nails is quite simple. You just pop it up. So let's do that. Okay, as I mentioned, these go in. The side clips on both sides are being retracted, and you can remove the radio out. Okay, next step is the climate control. You go with your arm in, pop it out. Be careful, you have two connectors which you need to unhook, remove, unhook, remove, and it's out. We remove the screw, and now you have to remove the inner padding, which is a bit difficult to install. You have to pull the edge out like this on both sides and then get it out. Getting it in will be a bit difficult. You have to check a few stoppers which slide in, but I will show you that in the installation video. Okay, this one pops out. Go gently on each edge, and then afterwards you have to pry it out like this. Pull it above the shifter gear, so up and towards yourself. Wiggle it out a bit, maybe close this one, and we're out. Next step is to remove the connectors, and we go to the desk then. Okay, so now we are going to transfer the buttons, and we're going to unscrew the mechanism and install the new front on here. So firstly I'll do the buttons, unscrew the holder. It's 1, 2, 3, should be 4 screws here. We've transferred the assembly. I could use 1 screw, but then the rest I had to go thicker just to catch the thread from this plastic to the bottom holder. And now the last thing which we need to do is the front panel, which I will now for testing purposes glue on with hot glue, and then later on I will then finish it off by screws. So let's glue it in, insert the buttons, and we go to the car. Okay, so we're back at the car. Please ignore this. This was a test which I did. we'll be installing back the console and the air conditioning and everything else. We have to connect the cables. We have to put the shift in neutral, don't forget. Please apply the parking brake and we install it. Okay, so here we are. Let's go. You open this one. Now we install all of the cables and then we move forward. So I'll be installing the cables and then we move to the next step. So I installed the cables, I closed the lid, and now what you have to do is you have to go in first, up, and then you have to push it in and it should click in place. Be sure to check that you don't crimp any wires in the bottom of the part, and you push it down, in and down, and that's that. Now we need to install the compartment and the rest of the air conditioning and the radio. So let's do that. Okay, so one important step. This and these two and this one needs to go inside. You have a hole here and on the opposite side, and you see this one, so sorry, but this the one going horizontally. These two need to go behind it, but this one needs to be in the hole which is left or right, so you will spend most of your time catching this. I will not film it because it would be absolutely and definitely too long. Good luck.